I was just thinking about something that Adigan said, in one of his previous videos. He was talking about how when a woman doesn't want to have a child, it's called a choice. And she's presented with three options. She's got abortion, adoption, and abandonment. And the government, and feminism, they love it, they support it, they can't get enough of that shit. And, women have the option to, physically carry a child for like 9 months, or really 10 months. That's something they don't want you to know. Or, they can just kill it. And, the dad, the father, he's got literally no choice. And how this right here is the embodiment of the interest of the mother, of the woman, of essentially of the vessel that all it does is basically carry a child that's technically not even hers. You want to be honest with yourself and face reality. And in the same conversation, they have the same ideology that when a man doesn't want to raise a child, it's called a felony. It's called a crime. They call this dude, they got all kinds of names for men who don't want to have children. They call you a deadbeat. They call you worthless. They call you a loser. And you basically got two options. You can either pay the child support or you're going to go to jail. Basically that's what you got. Two choices. And the government, and feminism, they love it. They support it. They can't get enough of that shit. And men are literally financially forced to pay for a child that may not even be theirs for 18, 19, sometimes 20, or even 20 plus years, after the child is born. Sometimes they're forced to pay for a child for their entire life. And this is the system. This is the situation that we as men are all in. Specifically us black men, us so-called black men. We have never truly known a time in our existence where we are not free. We live under a system of systemic tyranny. And it doesn't matter, where you go or what you do or how you feel. The truth is, if you're not willing to turn and stand as a man and face reality, then you're lying to yourself. You really are. Because this system, it is designed to steal everything from us specifically. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that a lot of it's not backfiring on its own people, because we all know and we can all see that it definitely is. This stuff that's going around, this feminism, it's having more of an adverse effect against those who believe in the system, those who are ignorant to it, and those who, whether they know it or not, are born in a part of it and benefiting from it. How does a man keep his strength, keep his mind, and keep his might? Well, there's a lot of ways to make an omelet. There's a lot of ways to, prepare a breakfast. There's no one right answer, in my opinion. Each man can choose his own path. Each man can walk the line that he chooses. Some men choose to completely opt out, and I would say that's a completely valid option. Who am I, or who is anyone to say whether or not you have to participate in a system that is designed to steal everything from you and then kill you? I think it's a valid option. And some men choose to fight, choose to resist. And I think that's a valid option as well. Some men choose to sneak about. They choose to, if they engage with a woman, give a fake name and never linger for too long in any one spot. And I think that's a valid option. However you get along in a system that hates you, I believe that's your choice. And it shows incredible foresight and ingenuity to survive, to make it, to not be a victim. As men, we are strong physically, but we're also strong mentally. When I refer to the word, or when I use the word might, I'm encompassing everything that we are. All of our force, all of our strength, all of our power, all of our ingenuity, all of these things. And as a man, if you can keep all of these things, then you've won. Despite your wealth status, despite where you live, despite what kind of car you drive, despite where you work, if you can keep your might, in my opinion, you have won.